All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here taking a look at just the software. Oh, yeah, you're probably going to say this is boring. But we're looking at the software elements, aspects, whatever the appropriate verbiage is for it, of this Hyconext switch. I'm very, very excited about this switch, actually. I mean, because once I'm done with all the videos, I get to throw this into my rack as according to the agreement that I've got. And you know what? I think this is going to be a big upgrade for my Cisco, my Cisco switch currently, which is a new modern Cisco switch. It's just this Hyconext kicks the crap out of it. Okay, so let's take a look around. So first of all, here you can see in the top of the dashboard here, you've got your basic overview, literally a literal image of the actual device, plus the LEDs here reflect the states of the LEDs on the interface. So this is beautiful when you're off-site managing it, right? You can see here we've got whatever stats necessary. You can see here on the left-hand side, we've got our configurations, just, you know, your general stuff. This is fairly standard stuff that you see in a lot of industrial switches. Oh, hold on a second, though. Look at the CPUs in this thing. I'm probably going to end up making a fourth video about this. Here we go. External sensors and actuators. So that's for this nice little Phoenix block right here. I'm probably going to make a fourth video because I'm certain that I can do OSPF with this. And I just need to talk to the manufacturer, Hyconext, and see, because I think it all has to be done through CLI. But if that's the case, I mean, booyah. That opens a lot of doors, doesn't it? By the way, I'm trying a new audio setup right now. Oop, I clipped a little bit there. Let me just dial this back just a tiny bit in mid-video. Yay. I'm trying my Rhodes, and I've got a lapel, and I've got a VST and OBS to balance my voice a little bit. So let's take a look at the interface here. So looking at Ethernet, we've got all of our Ethernet configure stuff here. And so you can see all the 2.5 gig ports and the 10 gig ports here. Flow control, blah, blah, blah. All the stuff that we would usually expect from a switch. Here's our labels, so we can actually put our labels on it. So that's under Interface Ethernet and Interface Configs. Interface status, statistics. Here is the statistics section of the switch. Services. So I'm going to let you know right now, if you're trying to look for PoE, it's under here. It's under Services, PoE. And this is where you can actually configure it. It's under Interfaces. And as you can see, I've already made some changes here. So I've got 2 pair 24 volt on these ports here. And 2 pair 48 volts up here. So now remember, when you're changing the PoE on these guys, it's in groups of 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 are group 1. 5, 6, 7, and 8 are group 2. 9, 10, 11, 12, group 3. And 13, 14, 15, 16 are group 4. So all of your typical settings in here, I mean, like, realistically, I mean, like, this is kind of what you want to see in a switch. All the standard stuff that you will see in HP switches, Cisco switches, Juniper switches, Nokia, like all the boring stuff that's always in these switches. You're not going to find a lot of stuff that differs too much because this is what we have in the industry. So as you can see, these guys are set for auto right here. And we've got our voltage set over here, our voltage demonstrated right here. And in fact, I grabbed, for poopies and giggles, I grabbed this IgniteNet product because I've got a box of them sitting in the basement. I never really did the videos on those because I wasn't really impressed with the product. And I'm the type of person that I will not put out a video that's bad unless it's like, you know, going to save people heartache, you know. So I'm going to plug into an auto port here, and I'm going to plug in this PoE device now, and this should automatically initiate if I'm correct in the settings that are currently set up here. Although I'm not sure if this is an actual PoE compliant device or if it's passive. If it's passive, I should be able to plug it in back here, and that should give me my 48 volts to power this thing on. I do believe port 16. Oh, port 16 is top. There we go. Okay, so that'll power that on perfectly fine. yeah, I don't believe that this device here, actually, this is an older Terragraph device, and it does not support standard PoE functionality. You know what's funny? I don't think I've really got anything that'll do standard PoE. But anyway, I digress because I will be doing one last hardware video, actually, on this switch shortly, testing the PoE ports and what they can run, because this thing is BT capable. All right, so there's our PoE section. Port bouncing, ping watchdog, spanning tree. Oh, yes. And look, spanning tree modes, RSDP, it supports MSDP. Honestly, there's not a lot of stuff that doesn't support MSDP. Now, this microphone doesn't need to be in the shot, does it? I'm on a lapel, because I'm fancy pants. All right, IPv4, IPv6, loop check, LLDP. LLDP is handy. Let's see what protocols it supports. Let's see, where can I find the protocols that it supports? Global modify. That's just standard LLDP. Okay, so nothing fancy. Let's see here, ACL. So this will be for your Mac ACL. Pretty standard switch stuff. I mean, you can actually set up an ACL devices that are allowed to connect to a switch. And if a unknown MAC address shows up on a device, the switch will just ignore it, not do anything with it. That's a standard switch function. This is the part that intrigues me. IPv4 routing. Now, clearly, this is where you would insert your default route for this to have full connectivity, routed connectivity on your network, right? So let's see here. But dynamically created routes. See, there's interesting stuff in here in the back end, and I'm really, really curious about it. IPv6. Many of you guys don't know how to use that yet, so it's there. Security functionality. This is a neat feature. I haven't seen this one on other switches, but the IP source guard. So this is kind of a neat little feature in here. Port isolation. Oh, thank goodness. I haven't seen many switches that don't have port isolation. Oh, log me back in, please. But I'll tell you what. If it doesn't have port isolation, it's not a great switch, or at least it's not one that's suitable for your application, because in the ISP setting, we need port isolation. A layer 2 isolation is critical, right from the access point all the way back to the router. So you would go client isolation on your APs, and then on your switches, you would have layer 2 isolation between ports, and then back on the router, those should be coming straight in, so realistically, there shouldn't be any worry or need for additional port isolation in the router, because everything should be funneled through the switches anyway. Kind of cool here that it's showing that that's lit up, that's active, that's plugged in. See how fast it recognizes that I disconnected it. Nice, I like that. Okay, so that's pretty much that. What kind of tools do we have? We got ping, we got traceroute. All right, so that's all good and all, but let's just check something here. Wait, Windows key R. All right, so let's try this. I think it's admin. I think it's admin to get into it. If it'll let me in. Admin. Might be under service. Let's see what we've got here. There is a spot to turn on SSH, I'm sure, because that's just a standard function. But as you can see here, it's not responding to it. Nope, so there is a spot for SSH in here. I'm not seeing it. This is where you save your changes up here. These are like the commit. So when you make a change on something, like an IP address or whatever, right? Then you can save it here, and then save it up there, and that commits it, right? Yes. Pretty cool, eh? Which, actually, in the wording in that, you can see that that's based on the standard Cisco configuration type in iOS. Where is SSH? I'm going to have to find that, because I'm certain that it's there. I hate going, by the way. It just sounds so unintelligent. I haven't found that. And that's not awesome. Hey, you want to see something cool, though? Let's try this. Where'd it go? There it is. It's on my different window. Let's see what's open. Ta-da! Let's do a quick port scan. All right. You know what? This is kind of like baking a pie. I'm going to put that on another screen for a minute just while I try to find the... It's got to be in here. I can't find SSH. I will address this. I will talk to the guys at Hyconext and see if I can find it, right? But, reboot low. Wait, can you modify these parameters? No. So, is this technically good down to negative 55? Oh my goodness. All the way up to 110? No. Okay, let's save that. Neat. Voltage management. So there's our buses there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then additional, because it's actually got, this is for the little terminals up here as well. I really don't know what else there is to cover on this. I mean, you've got your user management in here. I believe that it also supports Radius as well, but don't quote me on that. There, I'm pretty sure that there was a spot that supported Radius. You know, you can add your users this way. And SNMP, which of course we need that. Yeah, I can't see. Oh, dude, it's got a loop back. Yeah, this thing definitely supports layer 3 routing. I got to get into the SSH on this thing. So, yeah, that's really all that there is to her. You know what I should do, though? You know what I should do? I can't bring up a terminal through command prompt. I could probably use putty. And this thing is not... Let me do a quick scan, see if it brings up the ports that are there. There we go. Oh, it's got Telnet open. Okay, let's try that again. Is Telnet not? Okay, so SSH is part of the command shell now, but Telnet is not. We've all got Putty. Putty's a wonderful program. Please support the developers. We want to do port 23 because this is going to be Telnet. I'm assuming that once you're actually logged into it, this is going to have to be a security measure because, there we go. You don't want Telnet enabled on anything. There we go. Okay, config. There we go. Yep, so even the command line structure is very similar to that of Cisco iOS. If you can see that, I hope you can see that. I don't want to be recording and, you know, not be able to see that. So let's see if we can go into, let's see here, IP, great, route statistics. How about routing? No. See what we've got in the command line here. Cool. So a little trick if you're CLI'd into something, you can usually hit question mark and that'll tell you what's available. I'm just trying to see if I can find the routing. Remote, quit. There's a lot of functionality in here. Wow, look at all this. I've got a lot of learning to do on this device because one of the things I would love to do, let's see here, is disable Telnet and enable SSH. But I digress. Let's go here. What do we got? There's our basic stuff. This is just basically like the main menu when you log into this stuff. There we go. SSH. Open an SSH connection. So you can SSH from this out to some other device. That's kind of cool. Yep, and of course you can write. Oh, okay. All right. Might have to do the config structure. Let's try this. Oh, okay, so some of the syntax are a little bit different then. Exits, let's try this. Right. Oh, okay, yeah. So some of the syntaxes in this are a little bit different from iOS. No big deal. But, yeah, there you go. That was a quick and to-the-point video. Many of you are probably going to find that boring. But like I said, I did the general overview of the device in video 1. Video 2 here is to cover the GUI and what's available in it. And number 3 is going to be doing some hardware testing on this and to see what happens when I plug things into it. Do some wattage testing with a digital load center. You know, just that sort of stuff. So, yep, this isn't the exciting video yet. Oh, cool, look at this. This is handy. This takes me back to the days of the Cisco configurator. Is that you can, like, export your config to a notepad, configure it, and then dump it back in here. That's really handy. So everything's out in the open. It's not very overwhelming as to what's available in the menu structures. Pretty much to the point of what you need for a switch. And the most important thing is that all of these ports are 802.3 AF, AT, and BT. They will do 2 and 4 pair and standard auto PoE. I've been begging manufacturers for a switch like this for a while. So this means that this switch can literally run almost any device you've got. And it'll run PoE devices up to 100 watts, which means that this is just as powerful as my Nokia mid-span PoE injector. So, yeah, there you go, guys. Second video, software. What's in the software? If you have any questions, please ask in the comments below, because I've managed to get a lot of answers out of these guys so far with questions that you, the viewers, have been asking in the comments on YouTube. So yeah, just let me know and I will be able to get them answered for you. These guys are really good at that. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like my content. Anyway, ciao people.